Hello guys, it's been friggin' 2 weeks since any of you basically heard anything of me, so we have moved, we're in the new house, finally, and I have to repot my plants today, so I figured I might as well check in with you guys randomly, and we're gonna essentially repot my plants together. I might not be able to read the chat because the sun is not exactly, helping me see what is happening on the screen. Anyways, the weather is also great. This is completely random. So I bought these pots on Take-A-Lot, and I honestly didn't think I'm buying plastic, so I'm not too happy. Hello, Shadow. I thought I was buying, Lani friggin', I don't know, what do they normally make it out of? Not cast, ceramic? I thought I was buying ceramic pots. Obviously, clearly not. But it does seem a little bit fancy in the sense of it measures your water, which I don't know why people need that. Like, why don't you just read your plants? Yeah. So that's that. Oh God, so am I supposed to know what this is? So here's the meter reader, apparently. Huh. Why would I need this though? Oh, this is the wrong way around. Insert the cotton rope. Ensure the rope is average 2 ends. Insert the indicator. But why? What is the rope for? Okay. Where's my people at? Is it too early for the Americans? I think it's too early. Are you guys still sleeping? Maybe I should actually try and share the live with my Patreons. Let me see if I can see what's happening here. I physically cannot read what's happening. There we go. I'm afraid if I go out here, I might not get back. Let's see if it allows me. That's fine. Let's see. See. Now I can actually see what's on the screen as well. Amazing. Okay. It's Namasi. I have 3 plants that we pot, 2 which are mine. My Monstera, she needs a bigger pot. Well, not so much bigger, but I want to change where I place her in the house. So I thought, you know what, I might as well get a pot not really meant for a table or display or a coffee table or something of the sort. I just want to see how these claws are meant to go in. Oh, okay, that's going to be sturdy. Look. I expected a little less from plastic, actually, to be honest. Oh yeah. this would be it. But I think, oh, I might actually leave it in time. I thought I'll only, put the legs in when we get inside. I don't know how I feel about this water meter thingy. I know my plants really well, so I read them really well. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put this in. Nah. I'm gonna see if I can see the chat. Welcome to live chats. Oh, I think the chat will show up there. Say hello if you are here, so I can actually see you. Alright, let's do this. Let's replant Monty first. Decided not to do the water meter reading thingy. It's stupid. Guys, these last 2 weeks have been something else. But I'm just saying the universe is prepping me for amazing things that are coming. It's always preparation, Preparation. Ooh. Oh, okay. There we go. By the way, I found this really nice thingy on Temu. Look here, can you see this thingy? Especially for the monsteras, because they just love, spreading their wings and going all directions following the sun. So at least this little gadget keeps the plant, straight up, and it has to, almost forces it to grow upward. But I tend to, my monsteras I always place, in not direct sunlight, indirect sunlight, but somewhere where it's super sunny. And now, at least I have a sunny in this new house. So Monsty has already been, faring very well. And she's loving it. She's loving it. Oh, wait. Can you do that? Can you guys see what I'm doing? Not really. That's why I don't like doing lives on mobile phones. Ooh. Monsty, you're getting a new pot today. I'm gonna chuck out all the composting on the grass, because the grass actually does need some compost. There we go. Oh, and OC, and we have help on the roof today, because apparently the owners had someone come work on the roof to place new tiles or install new tiles and such. Hello, Art! It's very early there by you, isn't it? I was wondering if I'm gonna see you. But I just had to, seeing as I have a little bit of time and I'm, doing something that I really love, I thought I might as well go live. And then check in with all of you to see how are you doing. 5:45. You should be sleeping. It's Saturday. Happy 4th of July. It's a big day for you guys. You haven't even had coffee yet, I can tell. I'm pretty sure. have a flight to catch in 5. Oh, it's that time. I have forgot. Oh my God, Art. I swear, what happened to the last 2 months? Because the last time we spoke about this, it was freaking 2 months. No, but then you really should be sleeping. You shouldn't be here. As nice as it is to finally catch up with you again. You should be sleeping. That is exciting stuff. Now, I'm super excited for you. You know, it's always before something happens and it's still like way in advance. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, you know, stuff's gonna happen. But in my life, I only really get excited, you know, as it actually happens in the present moment, because you never know, anything, you know, can prevent really nice things from actually happening. So now it's actually happening for you. Oh, it's Costa Rica Friday. Okay. Oh, I thought it's that, you know, it's that D-Day. Ooh, are we seeing friends? Are you saying your goodbyes? I might be making this pot too full. No! Monsty! The leaf just came off. Oh, Biane! What did I do? I don't think this was me. No, this one broke off a while ago. I can sort of feel the moisture has been leaving. What happened? Was this move too stressful? Okay. I think Monsty is done. Okay. She should flourish now even more. And yes, I agree 100%. So how many friends are you seeing this weekend? Plenty. You're ready for socializing. I still don't know what this damn rope is for. I'm just not leaving it in there, seeing as they say, leave it in there. Did you actually get a notification? Did you get a notification from live in Patreon? You should put your phone on flight mode when you sleep. I do that. So, we have not even been able to work in the last 2 weeks, right? You would probably have seen. It's only been sorting out issues at the house, life admin. We are at war, as you know, as always, with the freaking realtors. But this time around, I feel it in my bones. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm going after their license. I'm done, you know, rolling over and accepting that people want to bully me. Odin, are you playing? Ooh. Okay, now it's time for the plan. For the palm. A small group of former co-workers from Apple were having a party for one of their palms. That's nice. Okay. I wonder if I should make a little bit of for this one. in the previous town already, and I still haven't repotted it. The rope in the pot is a week to pull water from the bottom back up. That makes sense. Hello, Shadow. Thank you for that wet kiss. Ew. And I think my whole face is full of soil now. You made me full of soil. Oh, she eats it. You're the love eating compost. Now she's freaking lying in it. Look. Lol. Look there. And now she's eating it. Oh my word. What is up with this thing? You can see my setups. It's not what it's supposed to be yet. You see, I like to do things the old school way. Art. I generally don't have these kind of... Yay, Shadow, are you eating my compost? Can you move please? Where's your frisbee? Bring your frisbee and I'll throw it. Where's your frisbee? Where's your frisbee? Bring it. Ooh. I don't want to hurt your roots, man. You're hurting my palm. Shadow, you're hurting my palm. I'm gonna give you a hiding. Shadow, you are hurting my palm. Just like it. Now I feel like this pot is way too small for this pond. Way too small. Come on. In you go. Oh, son of a bitch. I now have to repot you literally in a month's time, eh? Then you're gonna say, I told you so. Yeah, because your roots... Oh, it's fine. You should be fine. Huh? You should be fine. Okay. Generally, you guys don't need big pots. Shadow, I don't see your frisbee yet. Where's your frisbee? Do you see Mama's taking care of the plant? Oh man, I think this pot is too small. I'm gonna have to buy a bigger one. And it's literally the biggest one of this type that I could find. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take out this stupid water filter thingy because I don't use it. There's a lot more space when I take this out. Go in there. I say, that's much better. I know how to water you guys. Okay. I should have done it with Monster as well. You get enough sunlight. Oh, art. So these motherfuckers want to go after my deposit now, my house deposit, my rent deposit. Ooh, and they are in for a surprise. They are in for such a big surprise. I'm gonna, let loose my sadistic self with this case. And I'm gonna tell you guys, remember this day I told you? I'm gonna go after this license. I'm gonna close them down. I've had enough. Da, 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 da. Shadow is not healthy. Not in the way I wanted to help. Okay. See, this is not better. This is not plenty better. I just need to get you out of the wood because you don't like all this wood. You're way too tall for all of this wood. Just say. Okay. I think I just wanna go put this one inside. Stay here, don't go anywhere. And then we can repot the last one. Okay. Next up. So now this one. So how bad has March been in the new town? How can I put this nicely? So we locked ourselves up for the last week. And we didn't go anywhere. RL250, hello. It hasn't been, I want to say, as bad as what we, paid for. So there was 100, according to SAPS, which is our South African police, right? So there was 120 marches nationwide, 112. Is it 112? Was it 108? I think it was 108. Turned out to be, semi-peaceful. The other 12 or 8, whichever, was violent and aggressive. 900 people got arrested, and the foreigners essentially just, it's a laughing stock. But the foreign, well, our locals would go fetch the foreigners out of their housing, out of their chops out of their whatever, and literally take them to the police in their faces and say, yeah, lock them out. Like, the police is not even doing their fucking jobs. It's ridiculous. But yeah, we are very much very on our guard, because the tension is there. Tension's in you can almost see it in the faces when you just walk past people. Yes, I'm repotting plants. Hello. And we're busy with the last one. I just really wanted to check in with you guys because I think looking over what we still need to do over the weekend, I'm probably only going to officially start working on Monday. Yeah, I need to sort out this legal thing with the realtors today and tomorrow. Yes, like this thing is heavy. Okay, so this is the landlord's pot, or the landlord's plant, but she's not looking good. She's not healthy at all. She's got rust everywhere. So she definitely, and she was also in the wrong spot in the house during winter time. During summer it's fine because it's those sun roofs, so a lot of natural light comes through, but it's not good enough for winter time. And because the house was standing empty, no one was watering this plant when it needed to get water, but whenever they do come and water it, they give too much. So I can see this plant needs desperate, help. So I decided to repot it. Some of it. So we might just be able to rescue this one. Hopefully we did this now in time. And you can see there's no nutrients in the soil. So I'm giving it a pot full of compost. That better not be a spider. Oh shit. That's what you get when you want to sit and do this. Okay. In you go. RL250, how has your project been going? The one you've been working on? Yeah, well, I guess my clothes are going to the wash tonight. Lol. Pat is here. Hello, Pat. Well, I mean, is it considered gardening art if it's, indoor plants? Yo, this compost really got water. I think it's from all the rain, and now it was obviously standing outside. Okay, let's see if we can save you. Um, oh, ain't no pain. Oh, I wonder, should we not take Monster also out of this water pot? Because this is very, very tiny. Yeah. Why is this thing not coming out now? Oh, there we go. I really think we should. Yeah. This is more like it. Now your roots have someplace to go. Should have brought a frisbee. Gimme. Hannah. Dude. Hannah, dude. Sit. Hey, no. I've got a grab. I've got a grab. Ow. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm getting too old for this shit. Too old for life. Okay, that's better. Woo. Maybe I haven't had enough biltong in the last 2 weeks. Container gardening. Okay, that I can work with that. Been doing a few things for my channel as well the last couple of weeks. That's cool. I remember you saying that. That's what I'm asking. It's a sativa hollandica plant. Which one? This one? The one we're trying to save? I have no idea actually. I just know the ones I obviously bought. And I always go for monsteras and palms. Love palms. Because they have so much life. Not cover up this leaf. It's baby leaf. Okay, so can you guys tell yet that I'm not the type of person who follows recipes nor manuals. I repurpose what I, what I want to do or what I need. Getting down is the easy part. Getting back up, I know. I freaking know. Like I had to go to the hardware store earlier to go fetch OC, more stuff that he needs for the roof because now they already worked through a lot of it. Let me just see if I can up this camera. Jeepers. There we go. So I decided to go stop by the butcher quickly so I can get some biltong because now we haven't had since we left the old town. Probably, which is why I'm getting cramps because now I haven't been, consuming salt. And the people there, the butcher and them, they're like, are you prepping for the rugby game today? And I'm like, I didn't even know there's a rugby game. So apparently there's a big game today, the Springboks versus someone. And I'm like, I love rugby. I just don't have freaking time to watch it. And I said, no, surely you can make time for rugby. I'm like, no, brah. I work 7 days a week. And then they brag about them only working, 5.5 days a week. And I'm like, well, that's nice. That's really, really fucking nice. Not everyone is that lucky. If we want to get somewhere, we kind of have to work every day. I can't even remember what my bloody point is now. What was it? Oh, I wanted to say that OC and I keep, like every now and again we say, oh, should we not just try and start taking weekends again so we can play with the dogs and whatever? And then I'm like, I think about the workload and what we need to achieve and the personal deadlines we've set, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't think weekends are an option. And it's so sad. Oh yeah, I think that was kind of my point. This is random. My brain is like, I've noticed actually both of us, our brains are very over the place all over the last few weeks. So if I have random conversations, just, bear with me. Whatever pops into my mind. I need to know. There we go. What happened to my baby leaf? Oh shit, I covered up my baby leaf, guys. Monster! Oh, there. Okay, you're gonna have to grow, little buddy. You're gonna have to grow. You need to push through. So now I need to make a hole in the swell for you to come out. Okay, I think Monster is sorted. And we can use the rest of the compost. I want to start a greenhouse in this garden somewhere. I just don't know where. The soil is dead. So we are obviously in a fynbos area. So fynbos is like, it's kind of bush. I don't know if you guys have it. I don't know what you call it. Friggin'. Actually, I think fynbos is just fynbos. That's what we call it. Both English and Afrikaans. Oh, your alarm went off. Great, Art, great. RTFM. What the fuck is RTFM? I get annoyed and regret when it goes wrong and start wishing I did. Oh, recipes and manuals or suggestions. Yes, exactly. I don't like people telling me what to do. You see, so that's where it comes in. If I feel like I don't want to do it your friggin' way, then I'm not gonna. Yes, and Odin and Shadow, they are loving this big garden. Unfortunately, we live in a fairly busy street, so it's kind of like a main road running past us. And then there's a few like pub and grills in the area, which means kind of traffic, and these dogs are just losing their minds. And then they run up and down, up and down. Okay. I need to clean up this place now. Oh, anyways, I was still on the topic of I wanna create a what you call it, a veggie garden. But I don't know where yet, considering the state of the soil. And it's actually pretty hard growing vegetables in, fynbos type soil. So I'm considering just ordering, because Timu actually sells very nice greenhouses. My concern is the wind. But I might need to ask her if she can actually build me a greenhouse somewhere so I can plant my shit. Because one thing I love planting is spring onions. So these large green onions. And obviously it's poison to the dogs. And Odin loves anything that's green. He eats, guys, he eats freaking plants. I had to when he was a baby. He ate my monsteras. So I had to pick up all my plants and put it on tables and stuff. At least he learned. Mama sends him to Jesus with a slipper when he eats my plants. So he doesn't do that anymore. But when he's outside, he will eat anything and everything. And I have huge, let me show you, huge rosemary bushes. Let's see if I can show you. Now, the sun. Now, I can't, oh, there we go. You can see it there. Yeah, big rosemary bushes. And I think I spotted some thyme somewhere as well. Yes, it's me and this. I haven't set this thing yet so that it doesn't move so much. But yeah, I want to plant stuff, and then I'm gonna get myself a little beehive. I'm gonna put the beehive here in the front garden, in between, because we have lots of fountains. Like, I have to say, the owners really made an effort with this garden. It's just unfortunate that they don't live here, and the people that did live here did not take care of the garden. So I still need to make time to really come and spend time with all of these plants and see what do they need. Do they need trimming? Do they need compost? But I think in general, all these plants need some compost. They need help, nutrients. But majority of the plants that is here is the type that doesn't really need lots of water, because again, it's fynbos. But then the lady loved roses, and she has so many rose trees here, and they all died. They look horrifying. So I need to try and save them, Going to make strawberry and rhubarb pie. What the hell is rhubarb? Rhubarb. Why does that look Muslim? Whenever there's a RH in a barb somewhere, I'm like, It's an edible plant. That's very tart. Rhubarb is a plant. Well, I figured it's considering that, it gets grown. Ooh, these puppies. Oh, and people actually walk their dogs. So we have dogs and owners walking past this house every 5 minutes. You can't even look at these two. Look at how they're going on. Shut up. Shut up. You're so vocal, Ma. Oh, I'm being attacked. And you are wet. You are wet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shadow. Shadow. Thank you for the kisses, but hey. Why are you wet? Were you in the ponds? Were you in the birdie ponds? Huh? Fluff butt. Look at this cute butt. Wait, I'm going to show you. Look at this cute butt. Like, she's just such a beautiful color compared to other GSDs. Rubber barber. Rubber barber. But we don't have that. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Rhubarb. I'm gonna have to Google. Oh man, it's nice talking to you guys again. It feels like it's been a month, honestly. I'm so surprised my Wi-Fi is actually picking up really nicely out here. It's uncommon. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it if I remember. How was the trip with the trailer? So, I refused to pull it when it was loaded. I made OC drive, and as you know, he's not supposed to be driving. But anyways, we left. Like I want to say lucky, but also not so much lucky. But it was really, really misty and rainy the whole trip. So then the coppers don't sit; they didn't pull over. And we obviously left very early. Yes, guys, we were so tired because we only slept 3 hours the one day, and the next day when we had to drive back to take. So I took the trailer back. I drove it back. That was fine because now it's obviously empty. And the bakkie has quite a bit of power, so I could feel it slightly because of the wind. So it kept swaying. But I refused to put it because it was so heavy. Like OC really loaded it so that we don't have to do two trips, two loaded trips. And then as we drove into the old town, we thought for seconds we left the old house's keys at the new house, and we nearly died. I panicked so hard because obviously that's the day when we had to take the trailer back. We had to do a final clean, lock up, do the inspection, whatever. So we were sitting in front of that house for 4 hours. The realtors didn't show up. They refused to come and do the inspection in our presence, which again, hence my legal battle. And it is nuts. OC and I have been sitting now the whole of yesterday. We're going to sit again today after they're done with the roof, because we're busy filing a complaint with the regulators. But the regulators don't, they don't protect my deposit or anything like that. So we are considering just going to our lawyers. But I mean, that obviously means more money. But out of principle, I almost want to do this, and just say, close them. I want to close their doors. I want to revoke their licenses because they have no business being realtors. They are breaking the law. Every freaking code of conduct and regulation that they are meant to be abiding by, they do not. They want to threaten. They want to quote freaking laws that they don't even understand. That is completely in the wrong context. So I'm tired of this. And now they want to threaten. Now they want to take my you know what they're doing? Remember, obviously, it's very well known. I had to leave my house during December, right, last year. And we had to go to Pretoria because the owner wanted to occupy his house for the holidays. So this realtor fraudulently ignored the fact that we weren't there in December and used the old inspection report of last year where my signature was on, because my signature was on the 2025 report, considering, there was an entrance in May 2025, exit November 2025, and then there was another entrance in 2026, and obviously there should be another exit in 2026, right? So they went and took my 2025 exit report, which I signed, and they changed it to this year's exit report. So they have my initials and my name on an old inspection report, which they repurposed to make this year's inspection report. So they, obviously fraudulently claim that I've now accepted and sign for everything that they say in this inspection report. They want to like I told you guys before, like months ago already. Luckily, I am obsessive. It's, when it comes to life admin and to fate and to people, the system, the matrix really want to fuck you. I'm very grateful. I am a very obsessive and compulsive person. It's the one time it actually benefits you, because I keep track of everything. I save every conversation, every message. I record every conversation. You would never even know it. And I recorded it, I've saved it, I've backed it up on a drive, and it sits there. It sits there for a rainy day. So I have everything, right, to prove that the landlord came in, used the electricity that was on our meter, used the gas that we left, the full bottle of gas. He left us after in November, and I think I might have shared photos with you guys, but in November when we washed the carpets, we rented a machine, washed the carpets, spring cleaned that house from top to bottom. So everything was spick and span. In January when we came back, there were stains on the carpets. The floors were black. It was filthy. Obviously, we have a no shoe policy, so we are very, 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 peculiar when it comes to stuff like that. He used the electricity units that were on the box. He used all the gas. He did not top up anything. So now they want to say, I never topped it up to what I needed to top it up to. Completely disregarding legally on paper that the landlord took occupancy during December. So, I've had it. I have friggin' had it. And I'm feeling, I'm getting excited because I wanna take all their jobs. They have no business. They cannot even read a basic email, read all the instructions, read the complaints, reply to the complaints, reply to the, or at least acknowledge. They physically not competent. Yeah, no, trust me. I've got it all. I even have a timeline. I've put together a timeline. Exactly, Pat. I'm very excited for this one. I want them to come and beg to withdraw my complaints, and I will not. So luckily, the regulators for real estate agencies in South Africa, their sole purpose is to find corruption, misconduct, fraudulent activities, whatever, within realting agencies, and then fining them or revoking their licenses. That is it. So they get paid when they issue fines, which means if I bring the receipts, they would want to go after them. They would want to actually investigate properly and really looking into what is it that I'm asking them to investigate. And if they find evidence, if they find that, what I'm providing them actually concurs with what they find, they're going to fine. And I'm going to go to the small claims court, and I'm actually going to claim back all the money that I'm losing through this agency. And if they want to push it further, if I can see the regulators actually, ruling in my favor, I'm going to take this to the court. I'm going to get my attorneys and just say, you know what, write this out. Make sure they never practice again. Yeah, we have lawyers. Yeah, I'm actively fighting the matrix. By now I should have lawyers. Because everything just keeps happening. Literally the last 3. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So my very first case, I won. We settled. Because yes, that was a mess. That house was electrically not compliant. Our tank exploded. The owners refused to fix the house to make it compliant. And obviously in South Africa, it's a really, really, really big thing. municipalities will freaking find the living crap out of you. They will prevent you from renting out your house, whatever. So it's a big thing. Houses need to be compliant, otherwise, lives can be lost if the house, goes up in flames. The owners mistreated our deposits, so they used our money. They're not allowed to do that in South Africa. You have to put that in an interest-bearing account alone, so that it can, you need to be able to track the interest. So it was a lot of. Oh, and then there came the owner, the man. Now, obviously, there we had also a big-ish yard, and it was summer, so I tend to, if I want to be outside in the sun, I'm going to be outside in the sun. If I want to be in my bikini, I'm going to be in my bikini. And so he came and he lifted himself up over our wall, which is trespassing and surveillance. So legally not allowed to do that. So we literally complained about all of that. We took them to the RHT, which is the Rental Housing Tribunal, and we won the case. Was a bunch of Muslims, the owners. We promised ourselves we will never ever rent from Muslims again. Then then we have the second issue also, like they put one thing in the adverts and in the lease agreement, and then when we arrive there, it's the opposite. We're not getting any of it, or it's this, or it's that, or there we didn't, for an entire month, we didn't have electricity, we couldn't work. There was only a solar system, which was not, enough for the people that lived on the farm. They also, when we left the house to go to town, they trespassed our property. Illegally. They went into our house, inspected everything we had. Again, it's illegal. It's breaking and entering. Even though you're the owner, you have no right to go in unless the tenant has given you consent, or unless there's an emergency like a fire or a pipe burst or whatever. So that one, I think OC and I were just in a very, very bad space in our life at the time. So we actually didn't want to handle the stress. We didn't want to deal with the stress. So at first we did complain. We did raise it with the Rental Housing Tribunal, and we actually paid our lawyers to get involved. And the lawyers said, we need to take this to court. We're going to win this case, because they reviewed everything. They looked at the adverts, the lease, the communications. Because again, I've recorded everything. I have everything in email. I always insist that we only communicate via email, because I don't trust people. By nature, I do not trust people. Anyways, so we just settled, but no one got anything. We lost a lot of money, but we settled to not pursue this. Neither party will sue the other party ever again, because now we also needed to consider the businesses. We needed to consider that we want to leave the country, and we can't have pending court cases we don't want to leave the country. We didn't know that our plans are going to be delayed a bit. Otherwise we might have seen it through. But anyway, so I really regret just basically throwing in the towel on that one, because we were in the right. The lawyer said we were on the right, and we were really, those people just stole from us essentially. And then so now this one is the third one. That's why I believe, like, you cannot not believe in the Matrix. It's unbelievable. So the third one now, also the realtors and the owner. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. So now, now I'm in a far better space. I'm a lot more vindictive and sadistic, and I've had it. I have had it, and I'm so ready for this fight against the Matrix, essentially. And I know, like, the universe, I've been claiming it, I've been claiming this. It's now. I need to now set the bar. I need to set a precedent. I need to show the world, you will know my name, and you will know not to cross me ever again. So this is it. Mark my words. There we go, but just like I said, they will learn what it means to mess with the Braveheart Viking. Lol. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yo, the sun is actually not so nice in my backyard. We haven't had sun in 2 weeks. It's just been raining, and it's been miserable, and fog and cold. This place is a lot colder, but we also had a cold front. It's a lot colder than the previous town. Odine, bring me a bowl. Bring me a bowl. Come, bring me a bowl. I said, bring me a bowl. Come here. Come here. Say hello. Hello. Oh, careful, 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 careful. Come, Apple. Say hello. I know, at least now we're at it in the new house. All good things. Yeah, and these two people are amazing. They are very, obviously they can be very glad we do things by the book, because we're insisting on certain things, you know, insisting on paper trails and lease agreements and, you know, all of this, and inventory reports. I still need to do that today, because they didn't want to. They are two old people. They've got burnt before, and now they're at the point where they don't even care anymore. I'm like, no, that's not how we do things, because having stuff documented just helps all parties, you know, it protects all the parties. So we drafted one of them. It's the fairest lease agreement I've seen in my life. I wish realtors will actually, you know, consider using the lease agreement that we drafted, because it protects both parties, not just the landlords. And it's completely within the law, because it literally just uses the existing, you know, CPA Acts, the Rental Act, all of that, and you put that in the lease agreement. But realtors like to draft a lease in the favor of the landlord, and the tenants have, you know, no grounds for anything, and the landlords can just do it like as they please. But anyway, so we just said no. Like, we drafted now this really nice agreement. I literally logged everything that's in this house, cutlery and crockery, and counted the plates, counted the freaking light bulbs that's working and the ones that's not working. So I need to just type that out today, and then I need to send it to them, which they need to sign and say no, they agree that is actually in the house. The one thing that's not in the house that was meant to be in the house is a washing machine. So I still don't have a washing machine. So I need to buy one, and that's bloody pricey. But my laundry is piling up, so I need to just suck it up and order one. I'm not doing my laundry with my hands. I did that as a kid, but it's too much. Ooh, that was a wet kiss, Shadow. Literally just runs towards me from the other side of the garden, just kiss me and then run off. Bring me your frisbee. But otherwise, how's it been on you guys' side? I've not been in Patreon. I don't even know in how long. I literally just tried to log in now when I wanted to share the live, because I don't know if you guys are going to get notifications or not. Are you busy? Art, I know Art has plans. Lots of nice plans. So the realtor is the company the landlord used to manage properties. Yeah, so they are mandated by the landlords, and essentially they are property managers. So you'll see also the wealthy, they only use, because they own so many properties, for instance, they'll appoint property managers that manage properties on their behalf, which includes from maintenance to security to, you know, tenants, if tenants are needed. They make sure the properties are actually in, you know, good condition and compliant and all of this, and all they ever do is basically liaise with the landlords, because there's no point, or there's no way for a person, let's go with the wealthy person who owns properties all across the globe. He can't be present at all of them. That's why property management agencies exist. And and they actually get paid a lot of money. So for realtors, well, we just refer to them as realtors because they do tenancies, so they rent out certain properties, residential properties and whatnot. But they do exactly the same job, so they can either do the buying and selling of houses, or they do the renting, or they do, if they're lucky enough and they're some of the big guys, Pam Golding. I'm trying to think which ones you guys would know. So Pam Golding is obviously a massive global property management company. Rawson, Harcourts, what are the other big ones, the international ones? Remax. So they are all, property managers. I owe you an update on the bathroom remodel. Oh, hell yeah, you do. I'll probably send it through. I think I'll probably log in if I think about everything. Monday I will be, glued to my PC again, so I'll log into Patreon and everything, and I'll catch up. This weekend I just want to deal with all the legal shit, get it out of the way. And I'm hoping then, we had so much to do. I had to put up new curtains, but we also had to mount new brackets and stuff for because I like to have, I don't know about you guys, but I'm old fashioned that way, old school. I like sheer curtains behind my, the normal curtains. And in this house, there was no sheer curtains. And I don't, because I like light and natural light, I like to, open the main curtains and have the sheer so that no one can see into my house, but I get still, the natural light. So we had to go buy new brackets and poles so we can do a double pole, because it's those curtain rods, the poles, not the old hookies. So we had to do that, and then obviously the house has been leaking the last 2 weeks because it's been raining. That's why we're on the roof today, fixing and sealing off. Then we had to, OC, I'm so freaking grateful that OC comes from construction, because he maneuvered something for us yesterday to permanently, semi-permanently fix our doggy door into, the doors that we have here. So the doors we have in this house is very different to your average, I want to say South African type doors, because it's just glass, but it has wooden frames instead of the normal, patio frames. So we had to somehow mount, because of the structure that we built in an old house, or mounting the doggy door inside a normal, almost like a back kitchen door. We had to now mount that kitchen door, the whole shebang, into the current wooden frame type glass doors, because you can't cut a doggy door into the glass. So it was a friggin' mission, but I'm so grateful that, he knows actually what he's doing. So he managed to do that for us, and now Odin and Shannon can move freely. What else? We had to fix the irrigation system. So there's a lot of, small odds and ends that had to be fixed. Like the gas bottle. The gas bottle keeps leaking. We don't understand why. So we replaced the pipe, we replaced the fittings, luckily now the gas actually ran out, which is sad, because when we came there was a full bottle, but now it clearly leaked out. So this morning I had to go replace the gas. So I got a new bottle, a new cylinder. So I'm hoping, if it was a problem with the cylinder, that I won't have this problem now again, because it's obviously connected to the gas stove, right? So with the previous bottle, now I had to, every freaking time after I've done using the stove, I need to first close the tap on the gas bottle, and that's annoying. You shouldn't have to do that. Anyway, so we fixed that. Then the dishwasher. We keep getting an error with the dishwasher. So the owner did tell us, but it seems like someone previously tried to work in the dishwasher and they completely fucked it up. So there's something now wrong with the heat regulator or something. So it keeps giving us an error at the moment. We try and put a normal cycle on where it uses hot water. And it's also not draining the water, but we check, there's no blockages, there's no nothing. It physically does not drain the water. It goes and sits in the bottom, and then it gives you first an error to say there's water, that needs to be drained. The overflow is not working. And we checked it, and then when you drain the water, then it doesn't give us that air, then it gives us the air for the regulator. So, and it's a new appliance. So there's just, it's a lot of things. And obviously it takes time because you need to redo it the whole time. You fix something hoping it's the problem. It's not the problem after tasting it again. So we just want to kind of, sort out all of those things. At least the offices are set up and everything is basically set up now. And unpacked and whatnot. The garage is just still a mess because there's boxes everywhere. Empty boxes now. Um, yeah, and there's a few small things that the house didn't have that I now needed that was in the older house, and obviously because we're doing furnished, um, yeah, there was a few things missing, so I had to order that now. Some of it is only still coming, and some of it has luckily arrived. But yeah, I suppose those are just, the growing pains whenever you do move into a new place. But I'm very grateful. This is a lovely, lovely place. The town, obviously not where we come from now. So it's a bit, at first I didn't even want to drive to town alone. Lucy had to come with me. Today was one of the first time I had to go alone by myself. So I'm just very much on my guard. But yeah. I ran through a letting agent. I've never seen my landlord once. So that is how. So letting agents are realtors. But yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to meet your freaking landlord because in our case, I don't know if it's the same by you, but if you work through a letting agent, you actually pay their commission as a tenant. So we have made the personal decision many years ago because I've been renting since 2010. No, 2008. And since then, I promised myself I will never rent privately. I will always pay that little bit extra so that I can work through, a realtor. And I know things are done by the book. There's lease agreements. The owners are not going to come bug me and irritate me. And because you pay good money to be left alone in peace, and do your own thing. And now it just seems nowadays the realtors are fucking useless. They're just not complying. They are, because now they, in their minds, the landlord pays them, which is bullshit because even in my lease agreement it states I'm the one paying them. So if I don't live there, if I don't pay rent, they don't get paid. And they don't seem to get it. It's like, why are we surrounded by incompetent people that don't have two freaking brain cells? Who's giving me hearts? Thank you. I just saw a bunch of hearts flying. You old school? I would never have guessed. Yeah, people don't like. Yes, they are calling me out like crazy because um, I say we need to restore the natural order of things, and women need to stop working, get out of politics, and get out of government, and go be homemakers, make babies. Whew! I'm getting a lot of heat. A lot of heat on that. Like, why is it your religion to be so old-fashioned and outdated? Like, no, bro, it's not my religion. It's common sense. My mate does the inspections. Takes only 2. Oh, is your mate the realtor? That must be friggin' nice. That is cheating. Oh, art. Yeah, ne? All the. Ooh. Shut up! All the geeky, old school, all the reasons everyone else doesn't approve of. That's the reasons why you hang with me. He comes in, presses the smoke alarms, and leaves. No, no, that is not what an inspection should be. I will go and educate him, RL 250. I'll be like, listen, bro, you better come and do your job properly. I'm paying you to do your job. Must be friggin' nice. again, it's not like anything in the UK at this point is freaking being done accordingly. Yeah, I know. Do you know that's it's if you go look at if you go look at the real estate laws, that technically is illegal. It's considered illegalities because they're not doing what they were mandated to do. So he thinks he's doing you a favor. He thinks he's doing himself a favor. That's not the case. Until you guys stop being friends for whatever reason and shit actually really goes wrong. Whew. Yeah. So that's where things get tricky. It's always I have a very 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 strict policy. Never mix business with pleasure ever. Um, because now we at a previous agent at the same realtor, which no, we have an issue with now. And this realtor is very very nice, but he got fired for the exact same reasons why we are wanting to sue this agency. Because of they are dishonorable, they are doing things not according to the law, etc. But now after the fact, after he now got fired, we actually started talking, and he told us, the reasons why he got fired, what they have been doing, which then, in a sense, actually brought to light that there's something we didn't consider, and he was not. I got frustrated with him a lot because I felt like, can you just do your job? Like, I am almost doing your job for you. I just need you to relay the message. But it turns out it's the agency that forced him not to, action my guidance or my instructions or whatever the case might be, because they again favor the landlord. So after all this time, he was very much a puppet on a lot of things. He didn't go and do his own research. He didn't actually go and make the effort to go read the lease agreement to understand what our rights are. He just said, no, the landlord has rights X, Y, and Z, which our lease agreement stated is the opposite. So it is so dangerous to repeat things if you didn't go make the time and the effort to go and understand it yourself. Anyways, my point is, he he wasn't a perfect agent. He didn't do everything he had to do as a good, reliable agent, a competent agent. But now, after the fact, he did tell us stuff that actually helps our case a lot, because we didn't know a certain thing. We didn't know that agents have to have fidelity certificates. We actually didn't think about it. No, correction. I knew they had to be certified because it's very similar to when I did my articles. Um, if you are employed by a regulator, essentially, you have to have certificate to show that you only pay renewal fees every year, etc. So it's a mutual process. Anyways, what he did tell us is he wasn't certified when he was our agent, and the principal of this agency was to blame. She still told him, no, you go and operate, when he was supposed to work under supervision because he's an intern. We didn't know he's an intern. He was supposed to disclose that to us. So now, after the fact, we know all of this. So he just gave us a whole lot of ammo, and we can't use it because he asked us not to, because it shoots him in the foot because he's also busy with a lawsuit with them. So I'm like, oh, that's why you can't mix business with pleasure. Because now, if it was business, I would have said, screw it, I need to do what's right by us. But now you also have that honor and integrity thing, that's like, you don't want to shoot him in the foot. He is trying to, in a way, help. He's always trying to help, even though he was, oblivious. Even though naive is rather the better word. Yeah, so it's just messy. Because now I need to leave some of the biggest ammo I have out of this case just because I don't want to hurt him or his case. But I could legally, it's a fuck up. But anyways, on a it's a small town. Small towns of problems. Yeah, I agree. Business, 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 business. Never shall they cross. I know nearly everyone who works at my dating agency. Yeah. Until you move to a city, or then you're gonna have a problem. Then you're not gonna, be paid the same favors. Hello. Hello. Sisa, why is your breath stinking? What did you eat? Shadow, did you eat poop? Come here. Ah, let me smell. Let me smell. Let me smell. No, you didn't. You didn't. It's that bone mom gave you earlier. It's the bone mom gave you. It's okay. It's okay. Ah! I know. Shut up. Oh, she just bit my nose. Oh, my nose bleeding now. Just like it. She was not so happy that I said she didn't eat poop. Ow. Just like it. And they both just attacked me and threw the whole phone over. If my nose does, I doubt it. But it didn't feel like she nicked it. Yeah, pun kisses. Ow, my legs. Ouch. Are you guys gonna bring me your frisbee? They're just sitting and staring at me. Bring your frisbee. Bring it. Yo, now all I smell is bone. Marrow bone. I bought when I went to the butcher earlier. I bought them these big. It looks like femurs. They're just cut in half, so it's just full of marrow, and they friggin' love it. And they happen to be. I mean, marrow obviously very good for you as collagen. And we eat a lot of marrow, but whenever they eat marrow, they like extra hyper. Um, it's like it's almost like an adrenaline kick. Who need to start exercising? Me. Yes. I know. I know. I know. She said now that we have a big garden, we have a garage, we need to get a boxing bag. But we need to start exercising. Because I feel like my joints are no longer joints. It's almost like it's calcified, Yeah, you need to also start exercising. Do you even exercise? Ooh, I'm showing those people's houses in the background. They won't like it. Ooh, luckily no one knows me, yeah? Are you gonna start running again, RL 250? I want a boxing bag. I need to, work out all my frustrations. Whenever I feel like kicking someone, I can go kick the bag. That does actually count art, 100%. People who work in their gardens actually live longer. And you're building, yeah. Well, doing renovations. Oh, jeez. There was still a date. Did you guys, actually forgot about the deadline. Did you guys remember to go submit all your requests, your reaction requests, before? Well, I mean, seeing as I'm not in front of my PC, I'll take down the shop items on Monday. So you have a few extra days essentially. Mm. I'm so tired. The acrylic block window. Oh, that sounds nice. I hefted up and into place was rather weighty. All by yourself? Did you not have did you not have help? I saw Heart alone yesterday. Great song. Yeah, I swear, didn't I react to Heart alone? I feel like that was the very first introduction to Heart. Did you go to the concert, or do you mean you watched the song? Don't tell Bernie that shop's still up. Lol. Why is he bombarding it? I'm stubborn. I do it all myself. Oi! I was even on the roof with OC this week because I had to hold the ladder for him. I did not like that, considering I'm a freaking afraid of heights. Oh, okay. My action. So, Art, am I gonna get a? I'm gonna get a surprise when I log into all my stuff on Monday. Did he create me a lot of work to keep me busy for the next few months? I was hoping I can literally catch up on literally all the the requests. If I don't have to worry about life admin or Hive or whatever, then I'll just every single day sit and record. But now my problem is I run out of space on the SSDs, so I need to edit and publish, as I record, which is a bit of a shitty thing because I like to do. I want to say you are at no, 1045. Okay, okay, but that is now less the ones I've actually already done, right, and uploaded. Don't Art, if you tell me I have 1045 of requests that I still need to record, I think I might cry. Oh my hat. Where did he get the money from to do that? Oh, yes. Okay, less the ones you've uploaded. Okay, fuck me. Ah! I was ready to, go crawl up in a corner and die. Because then I don't know how the hell am I supposed to catch up. I'll need to set like small goals, I don't know, goals for myself. Oh my god. I don't even know what am I on for uploads. Probably, what, 600? I think it's 600 by now. The last time I checked. Oh, the chain. Good. I really like the like little bit of an instrumental solo there. It was so nice. 50 requests, and then Sam figured things out and got a few in. Oh my god. Okay. That's fine. Like 50. So I have on good days where when I'm left alone, and I don't have anything else to do. Well, any other responsibilities. And I start recording. I can record about 16 tracks a day. But like I say, the bitch is I run out of friggin' space. So Oshi actually, because I asked Oshi, like, what the hell is happening? Like, all of a sudden. So it's because I don't use a normal, camera. I don't use a normal video camera to record my content. I use an iPhone, and then I need to use the app droid cam through my OBS, and it's because I'm using the droid cam that my videos is so large. So some of my reactions end up being 120 gigs. I mean, I only have a freaking 2 terabyte SSD on my computer. And then I obviously have the external SSDs, but I have 3 externals of 4 terabyte each, and they all full. They're full of freaking content, and I have to keep it because I need to upload it to Hive. So my bitch at this point is, um, if I need to save up and buy a normal video camera so I can stop using the phone, because then my content a reaction will be no more than 5 gigs, if that. Yo, Shadow, you have no regard for my stand here, do you? Um, no video compression built in. Nope. So my compression only happens in DaVinci a little bit, and then I have to run another command after I've exported my video out of DaVinci to compress again. But now when I run those compressions, it actually takes away my quality, because I record in 4K, but my videos, don't come out in 4K, which is stupid. It's a waste. It's a waste to record in such good quality and then, through compressions just to get the sizing down. Because if you look at even on X, there's people who post content, creators post content in 8K already, 8K. And they keep it under 15 gigs, because the platforms only, like Rumble, only allow you to upload videos up to 15 gigs. X is, I think X is also around there, which means if they can record and output in 8K, they're doing something different to what I'm doing, considering I only record in 4K and my shit's over 100 gigs in size. I run out of space all the time. Yeah, useless. I swear I'm stats now. Oh no. Need some VC. Yeah, but I'm not using the VC for, high VC. I'm not using it for this stuff. The last thing I did with VC was my laptops. Everything else I'm saving up myself, I don't want to touch the Hive money because it goes to the freaking patents. On that note, I need to file the freaking patents in the US this coming week. I have to do it, because now I've submitted the instruction to the IP lawyers in South Africa to withdraw the IP or the patents from South Africa. I need to get that in. So my mic, obviously you guys would have seen I have a new mic. So Art sent through my wish list, sent me a portion of it. Thank you, Art, again for that. It's been forever. It's been ages. But eventually, especially when I started the podcasting, I'm like, no, I physically cannot do my podcast on that old mic. So I just told OC I'm taking some of our savings and I'm putting it towards the mic, and I'm just buying the mic. And now it's really such a freaking difference. Because now, especially because I'm also in a noisy street, I'm gonna need that, that good quality mic to avoid getting cars and dogs and everything over the sound. I've got an external HDD full of recordings. I can't even remember what I recorded half of them for. That is silly. You need to go check what's on those, because that's wasted space. Unless you're keeping your content so you can upload it to Hive, Do you mean, probably not the creators, you probably mean the users that view it. Yeah, because of bandwidth or Wi-Fi or whatever it is. So not everyone can do 4K or watch it. But I mean, for us who's always connected to, the Wi-Fi, try and watch our stuff in the maximum whatever is available. They may be upscaling after. Oh, you mean in quality? I don't know. So DaVinci also does that for me. But again, I'm losing quality when I output. A little bit, very little. I notice it. Um, but it's the compressions that I run after the fact so that I can actually freaking, first of all, store the stuff, the recordings, and then upload it to. Because the one thing, sorry, no, so DaVinci doesn't kill my quality. DaVinci increases it upscales it. It's YouTube that compresses, so I lose quality because I think it's my size. My size is too much. So then they run certain compressions that also kills my quality. And then I need to obviously run my manual compressions before I can even upload it to Rumble and X. I know some video geeks, but it's not my wheelhouse. Everything in my house except my phone is hardwired. Seriously? Wow. Hardwired, as in you don't do Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. No, not Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. We don't like Bluetooth shit. YouTube will definitely mess with compression. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because if you look at the other creators who actually do manage to upload 4K and 8K quality, it's because they already upload a small file. So it's not that YouTube is trying to compress your quality. They compress it in size because now they also pay for storage. So if they didn't have the need to compress, then they wouldn't, so you won't lose quality. And that's why my stuff also takes so freaking long to upload. Like some nights I need to leave it overnight just to upload because it takes time because it's so big in size. Oh, cat 6. We have I think it's a cat 9. What do we have in the house? Cat 9. Yeah. I have to say, I've had 0 issues here with fiber so far. At least. We only got Wi-Fi on the first, but at least so far no issues. My setup is all hardwired. When I built my PC, I bought the wrong motherboard. Oh no. Oh, that's crap. Yeah, motherboards are pricey. Well, not as expensive as freaking graphic cards and RAM blocks now. Yeah, that is excessively priced. Oh no. That must have been a punch in the gut when you realize that. Oh, well, the only time that you really need Wi-Fi is when you have a laptop, because then obviously you want to move around and not, move a LAN cable around the whole time, or be restricted to wherever your LAN port sits. What GPU do you use? I so badly want Starlink, but obviously it's illegal here by us. Someone proposed that, we know someone who proposed we get Starlink via someone in somewhere else in a different country. Then they send it to us because it was like a little computer or something. It looks like a computer. And then we just pay the bill, But the problem is Starlink pings, I think, every 3 months. And then if they ping that location in South Africa, that's problematic. So then they'll just switch it off. So you need to physically leave South Africa, go to, in our case, it would be Botswana, because it's the closest way, or Lesotho, where the Starlink is now allowed. So we'll need to cross the border to make sure it pings that side, and then we can travel back into South Africa. I'm like, no. Let's rather try and do things by the book. I don't know. 1070 Ti. That is OC lingo. I have no idea if that's good or bad, or I don't even know. I can't even tell you the specs I have in my laptop right now. I just know I have a flippin' amazing laptop thanks to Art. And it does what I need it to do. And thanks to OC, who actually, he sets some of my programs to specifically only run on, because I have two GPUs. So I have the natively installed GPU, and then I have GeForce. I think it's a GeForce. So obviously you want big programs like DaVinci and OBS and Brave, my browser. Thinks that's really, really heavy on GPU. So then he sets that it only reads or only runs on that GPU and not my natively installed one, something like that. I wouldn't know what to do and how to do it, so I'm very grateful that I have him. You all for me leaving, lol. Yeah, trust me, it would be freaking nice right now. Yo. Like we signed, just for the sake of, security, we signed an 18-month lease now. But I told Ozzy, I do not, like I feel like our window of opportunity is closing so fast, because this country is doing everything to hold us here. They're making it, SARS have now released new regulations and guides and whatnot. They're forcing you have to disclose if you, as a South African citizen, leave South Africa, just travel, whether it's for business or touristy or whatever. You have to disclose every single thing you have on your person, your money in the bank account, how much you take, how much. Obviously that is generally fine, but now obviously the crypto thing. So then they want to tax you. So if you take a business laptop, you need to disclose it so that they can tax you on it. Haha. It's so that just means people are simply not going to leave anymore. They're making it impossible. So we really need to leave before it's that, or we're staying and fighting. Oh, it's getting chilly now again. Yeah. There's South African former citizens that gave up their residency decades ago. They, in a different country, gave up their residency, everything. SARS is now going after them and taxing them for the last decade since they left. Say no, they still need to pay taxes in South Africa. So people are losing their minds. South Africans, even our locals, our black locals, said after they've now dealt with the immigration thing, all these marches, because they want to do marches every Thursday now until all the foreigners have left. And then they said, hold on, just wait, we're going to deal with the foreign problem, and then we're coming for SARS. So like, at least some people are taking a stand and taking action. They're doing something. But SARS is killing every single class in South Africa right now. The people who used to be middle class is now considered poor, like poor. They can't afford to survive anymore. They've lost their houses, they've lost their cars, and that's the middle class. Then, the people on minimum wage, it's even worse, because Now businesses close down because we can't afford to pay the taxes, we can't afford to pay the VAT. We pay taxes on everything. Our diesel, when the rest of the world's diesel and petrol fuel prices went down, ours is still sky high. Like, so our transport, we can't. The logistics companies are saying the diesel is costing too much. We can't afford to transport the stuff anymore. Our farmers said they cannot harvest and they cannot plant this year because they can't afford the diesel for the machinery. So if we don't plant and harvest for an entire season, 80% of what South Africa produces gets exported. Where's the money? We're not going to get any import, So it just, it's not looking good. It really isn't. I mean, we're feeling it. Like you go to the stores and you used to be able to take $500. For you guys, it's what, probably $40, I think, 40 USD. You go to the store, you buy an entire month of worth of groceries. Now you go, you buy bread, milk, eggs. I want to say, not meat, definitely not meat. You buy some other essentials like flour, maybe oil. That's $500. 500. That's a week's worth of groceries. Well, I mean, again, it's not a week because you didn't even buy meat, you didn't buy vegetables, you didn't buy fruits, nothing. So yeah, people can't eat anymore, and it's shit because our country is so rich in terms of what we can produce if the right people were governing the country. What?
He's coughing a lot. He's very sick.
Is he sick?
Get sick and felt already on stage or just on the chicken. And then he's like, just now moved down here and go this way to try to get together.
So he must go.
Yeah, I think he needs to.
It's fine. What time is it? Yo.
It's all downstairs.
Yeah. It's 2:30. Are we giving?
Very happy.
Is it? Okay. So you want to pay full day's pay? It's fine, I'll go fetch. Okay guys, I need to go. It seems the guy who was helping OC apparently is sick now and he's coughing a lot and it's very cold on the roof and whatnot, so we're just gonna send him home. I need to go fetch money so I can pay him. But yeah, I'm so glad I got to check in with my usuals. It's a pity Bernie and everyone else is not here. But yeah, guys, I'll probably be back, on Patreon and whatever else on Monday. Okay, so let me just deal with all this legal stuff over the weekend, get all of this done, and then I know I can really just focus on the BHV side of things. Okay, and Hive, obviously, as usual. Hive will always be a package deal. But okay, love you all. It's very nice to catch up with you guys. Art, have a really safe flight. Please tell the pilot to focus, keep his eyes on the sky, on the clouds, and then everyone else have a good one. Happy 4th of July. Yay. Good job at being good patriots. Fight harder, fight longer. Pat, myself and you, and or I'll do 50 have a lot of work to do in our country, so we don't get to celebrate yet. Okay, goodbye guys. Thank you for watching me repot my plants. There we go. That's it. That's what I want to say. How the hell do I end this thing? Oh geez, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Goodbye.